Good morning, Neopets fans. It is Tuesday, May 6th, and I just got off of work. And then I made dinner. I made a pesto chicken sandwich. Yeah, and now we're going to talk about Neopets. I know you all care very deeply about what type of sandwich I made. It was pesto chicken. I'm trying to, do more things, and that involves, cooking bun sandwiches anyways. It was hissy day one of these days, so we now have a burlap hissy. Congrats to you. I think for me, burlap has two good pet options and the rest of them are wonky. This is not giving it. It's not giving. Do not love the burlap. But we also have this outfit available at Cog's Tog, so it can look reptile-like. Reptilian is probably the way you pronounce it. We have this background. There's something in the toy shop. NC whatever. There's some hissies at the bottom. There was some release note stuff. So there's more random events for premium. So congrats to premium users. You get more random events. This ad thing I feel like I talked about. Site lag. Site lag did decrease around mid-April. Yeah, it was some Festival of Negs. And I was like, what's going on? It's lagging. I don't really log on in the morning anymore due to the lag, and I just think it's because there's a lot of people getting up and starting their morning where I'm from, or because of time zones. It's when a lot of people are on after work. I notice right now when I'm filming after work, tends to be fine, tends to not be too much, but there is lag. So TNT knows about it. They're going to focus on some things to keep data flowing more smoothly. I don't really know what that means. I don't know anything about tech. If I could never use Teams or Outlook again, I absolutely would. I've considered going back to a flip phone. I don't like having a Chromebook. Talk about that in a lot of videos, but sometimes I'm actually I like how the laptop is so ineffective that I can't do a lot of internet things. So all that to say, I don't know what it takes to fix lag because I'm slightly not tech literate. So yeah. So the Space Fairy's a permanent Battle Dome challenger for premium. That's cool. And then I don't care about that. And then it was Rubbish Day. Nothing else. There was an invisible loop. And then we have this outfit. Cool. Cool. What if we did some Neopet stuff? Here's everyone. I still have zamifolia. I'm probably gonna wait a second if anyone wants zamifolia. But by the end of the week, if no one claims Zams, we're gonna get back to zapping. Until then, we're gonna zap Tiny, who I feel like needs food. Yeah. There we go. Get you some snacks. My reward is a little bead, one of those little yellow beads, little Lutari Talesman beads, so that's super exciting. That's actually very exciting. So, right there, the yellow Urapa bead. So, I'm excited to get these and see what's happening. Yeah. Super fun, super interesting. I don't think they're the most exciting thing in the prize pool, but I don't know. It's whatever. It's not a plushie. I'm over plushies. I know there's a lot of people who collect plushies. You have a plushie gallery, blah, 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 blah. I can't do the plush. I'm tired of the plush. Give me stamp. Give me book. Give me something that's not a plush. Yeah, that's just where I'm at. So here we are getting my little fashion fever out of the way. Yesterday was the Met Gala. I did watch. And I had to work from home yesterday because I'm going on Friday instead, so I decided to work from home on Monday. And so I could right at the end of my workday, right at 5 o'clock, the little live stream started. It was a mess. I think overall it was fine. Now, am I wearing a John Cena final tour. The last time is now shirt while I'm filming this. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Or the basketball shorts that I'm wearing, something that I've had since high school. Yes, they are. Okay, and my hair's in a bun. Okay, and that's roughly what I was wearing yesterday. A very similar outfit. So I can't say too much on the Met because I'm not Miss Fashion Looks over here. But I thought everyone was like fine overall. I think this was an interesting year where, like, at least to me, more people were like on theme, or I see their attempts at being on theme. So that's cool. That's fun. I had to look up a lot of people, like a lot of people, but then there were also a lot of people who were at the red carpet, and I'm like, that's crazy. What are you doing here? Lauryn Hill? We getting another album anytime? You know? Little questions. So it was an exciting time. Very exciting. It makes me want to go to New York. I was gonna go to New York. Okay, like I have to go to New York City, to be specific. I don't know. I don't really know what's stopping me from going. It's probably the fact that, like, I'm trying to get over my whole, like, solo travel thing where, like, in my head, I want to, like, travel and go everywhere. Like, I want to visit all the 50 states. I want to visit as many countries as I can. I want to do a lot of, like, national park stuff. And I'm going to just have to do it by myself, which, like, sucks money wise, because, like, it's all going to have to come from me. But it should be cool because I can do whatever I want while solo traveling. All that to say, New York City is towards the top of my list. It's only like a 2 hour flight. I get a lot of direct flights because I live near a United hub. I can fly into any of the airports over there. It'll be fine. I just have to make it a priority. I want to go to a bunch of museums, which, like, sounds kind of lame, but I'm also, like, trying to do this thing where, like, instead of, like, saying, like, I'm a loser, I sound lame, it's like that's just what I'm interested in. I want to go to New York City to go to a bunch of museums, and that's my interest, and it's fine, and it doesn't make me a loser, you know? So that's probably what I would do in New York. And kind of just look around. I like cities. I love to go to a city. It's fun for me. Yeah. That's what I would do in New York. The thing about me, I'm not a big foodie, which is like a thing. I live in like a semi-foodie city, so a lot of people, when like try to make friends, will be like, let's try this new restaurant, and I'm like, that's crazy, like Sweet Green is the fanciest I go. So I don't really need any New York City food recommendations. That's what all that is to say. um Food is fine. It's just, I don't need to do the nicest thing. I don't like nice restaurants because I do not think it's worth it for me and whom I am. I just said I'm a foodie. I You guys are spending like $100 on a plate. I was watching a video where someone spent like $250 per person at like this nice restaurant, and the people like pulled out the chairs and like escorted them to the bathroom, and there was like a dress code, and I'm like, I can't imagine that being fun or enjoyable. I just can't. I also really like bland food. Like, I don't like too much going on with my food. I'm not a picky eater, but I'm not adventurous. Like, I just tried sushi for the first time in my 20s and I enjoyed it, but I'm not the biggest into it. So I just have to be cautious. Just have to be cautious with food. I don't have any allergies with food. I just don't care about the food culture. This is the best place to eat. Yeah. Like, I enjoy the taste of food. You know, I'm not the skinniest person on the other side of this Neopets account. Like, I can eat food. It's just not my favorite thing, especially like when I'm in New York. When I'm in New York, I want to be like at all the museums, When I went to DC last year, I literally just went to all the museums and they are free out there. So I'm like, thank you. Thank you for this, DC. That's like a big thing. Like, if I were to go to Paris, which I feel like I will, I feel like I'm going to go to Paris at some point. It's not the number one destination, but it's not like a place I have like no interest in. Um, I want to go to the Louvre. Like that's like my number one. I also have I talked about how I really like art history. So like I gotta go to Europe for that alone. Like that's just man, I was supposed to go to Italy, but I never made it out there. I was supposed to go in college and then my trip was during 2020. So y'all can imagine what happened to that study abroad trip. But I just really like art. I want to like beyond like visiting all 50 states, another like quick little travel goal I have is to like see all like the major works of art. Like and you know like if you like a list of like the like most 20 like famous artworks, I want to see those. I've crossed a lot off because I live near one of the best art museums in my opinion. A lot of hits per capita. So like American Gothic, seen love. I am talking about the Art Institute in Chicago. American Gothic, it's just, oh, it's a little excellent. It's a little beautiful. It's probably my favorite of like the famous paintings. You have to love American Gothic. Nighthawks, it's literally like 50 feet from American Gothic. Also beautiful. Um, yeah, anything in the Art Institute, Le Grangette, the old guitarist. I think Time Transfixed is like the greatest piece of art of all time, and it's in the Art Institute. So things like that. I just want to see all the big pieces of art. So I obviously have to go to the Louvre to see Miss Mona. But I feel like recently I heard that she's getting her own like wing, which I fully agree with. Because right now it's like ruckus to see the Mona Lisa. You're like queuing up, and you have like 6 seconds and it's just it doesn't seem super fun to me to go see her, and there's so much artwork in that room, and it's like kind of crazy because everyone's like queued up for Miss Mama, but there's like so much history in that room. And if I recall correctly, I think Mona Lisa is getting moved to like her own exhibit, which I think could be beneficial really for the other pieces of art in the room, and just so it's not, I don't know, it's still gonna be chaotic because it's Mona Lisa, but just like having her removed from that room and you just queue up and look at her, you know? I say that once I'm done with this, I have to see when the Frida Kahlo exhibit leaves the Art Institute because I still have to see that. Anyways, I want to see famous pieces of art. I want to see the kiss. I want to see like Guarnecca. I know I didn't pronounce that right. A lot of things I want to see. Also, one of my art conspiracies that I know you all are just, I know. You're like, what is this neopets lady? What's one of her little art conspiracies? And this is like the most popular art conspiracy, art history thing out there. I don't think that's the actual Mona Lisa that was painted by Da Vinci that's hanging in the Louvre. I truly don't. I just don't. And I can't prove it. But whenever people talk about fake artwork, Miss Mama's always right there. She's always right there. I believe that we got the Mona Lisa back from the person that stole it. But I think like the actual authentic Mona Lisa is like hidden away and not on display. And you guys are just looking at like a very, 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 very good replica. I say, I'm gonna go to the Louvre and look at her too. But that's just a fun little conspiracy that I like to keep in my mind. So, there you go. Cool. Let's do some zapping and then I will let you all get out of here. What's your favorite art conspiracy, art history conspiracy? I also love not to talk about the Mona Lisa again. She's just very interesting, and I hate that she's like this interesting because like I don't want to talk about her because like she's like like she's like perfectly rated. She's not like overrated because a lot of people are gonna come to you and be like, oh yeah, the Mona Lisa, she's like overrated. Like who cares about her? Like Unfortunately, very interesting. Like Da Vinci, bit of a genius, but also like we can't say she's overrated because she's like perfectly rated. But again, another conspiracy I believe is that I think that Mona Lisa is actually a self portrait that Da Vinci made of himself. So we're gonna end the video on that one. We're gonna just let that one simmer. We're gonna let it simmer. I hope all your neopets are doing well. Thank you for listening to talk about art history and famous art and how I have to travel the world so I can see all the famous pieces of art wherever they're at. Yeah. I have to go to New York. There's a couple in New York. I did DC. DC is like a really good shipwreck, and like I know no one cares. I know no one is watching to the end of this video, but if you are, you're the real ones. Like, why are you listening to me talk about my half baked art opinions? But like DC, that's a good one. You know, Chicago's one of my favorites. Met MoMA, Lou. Yeah, let me go. Let me go. Let me know your favorite conspiracy that relates to art down below. And I'll see you all later. I'll see you later. Sorry I didn't talk about Neopets a lot in this one, but I just wanted to yap. And I yapped. Okay, bye.